can go most anywhere to feel like I belong. Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Zander Foster, and today I'm bringing you guys a Q&A video. Before I get started answering you guys' questions, I just want to say that I'm very thankful and very grateful for all the support that I've been getting and all the questions that I've been getting. I think having an open dialogue about my transition and just my human experience as a whole really could help a lot of people, and so I'm more than willing to answer any question you guys have, and hopefully I can answer some of the questions you guys might have in this video. If you guys are still sitting on questions after this video, then drop them in the comments. I promise you I won't get offended. I've heard every question under the sun and I've built a pretty thick skin, so have at it. The first question says, how old are you? I was born in January of 1998, so as of recording this video, I am 20 years old. If you're watching this in the future, that's cool. If you're watching this in the future, then you can do the math. The next question was left on my first T-Shop video, and it says, how are the changes when you took it the first few weeks? Changes on testosterone don't start rapidly quickly, especially if you start on a low dose like I did. I did notice within the first month that I was getting a sort of frog in my throat and my voice was raspy. It hadn't changed yet, but it was getting ready to change. Next question says, how old were you when you got your first T-shot? I'm so curious because I'm 17 and I feel like I'm nowhere close. I actually started testosterone when I was 17. That was 5 years after I came out as transgender, so I'd been waiting for a long time to start voice cracking and facial hair growing like all the rest of the boys in my class. One of the hardest parts about my transition has been waiting, the waiting game, you know, waiting to change my name, waiting to start hormones, waiting for top surgery, waiting. All I can say for the trans people that are watching this that are playing the waiting game is to have patience, and I know that that's hard, but there's no secret formula to, you know, speeding everything up. In the moment, it's really difficult to see that everything on your transition timeline is happening when it's supposed to happen, but a year, 5 years, 10 years from now, when you look back on your transition, you are going to realize that everything happened when it was supposed to happen. Even after I initially started testosterone, I had wished that I started it earlier, and I grew a lot of resentment for not starting my medical transition sooner. And now that I've been on testosterone for 2.5 years, I realized that it definitely happened when it needed to. Because I started testosterone as a young adult and not as a young teen, I was able to see who I was and become who I was without testosterone. And so now I can really see what parts of me are Zander and what parts of me are testosterone, and, you know, where the overlap there is. This question was also on my first T-Shop video. It says, way cool, your mom is for it all. Both of my parents have been very supportive through my transition. A lot of points in my transition took both of them time to come around to, just to like fully understand what was going on and understand my perspective. But for the most part, they've both been very supportive and for it all. Next question says, if you pick testosterone, does it give you a flat chest? This is actually a question I had before I started testosterone, so I'm really glad that someone asked it on one of my videos. Going on testosterone is not going to give you a flat chest. Testosterone does redistribute your fat, and so if you tend to carry fat like around your armpits, on your chest, or, you know, on your hips, that's going to move, but it's not going to take all of the breast tissue that's already developed and move it somewhere else. This is why many trans masculine people, including myself, choose to have top surgery. I had a double incision bilateral mastectomy, and that was to remove my breast tissue and reconstruct my chest to appear more masculine. Next question says, is there a reason why you get yours in your stomach? I know some get their shots in their ass or thigh or stomach. Do they tell you where to put it in, or is it just by choice? Really, it's up to your endocrinologist. Whatever they tell you to do, I would do that. Next question says, is Winston a rat? Because I had a rat named Winston. No, Winston is actually a rabbit. Say hi, Winston. He just got fixed about a week ago, so he's a little in his feelings right now. He's a Netherland dwarf rabbit, so he's really small and kind of looks like a baby. He has really tiny ears. The next question says, do you have a blog with poetry? I do have a blog with poetry. Thank you for asking. It is just zanderfosterpoetry.wordpress.com. I'll leave the link in the description in case you guys are spelling challenged like I am. Next question says, do you have an Instagram? I do have an Instagram. It's just my name as one word, Zander Foster. So if you want to see pictures of my rabbit and my girlfriend and the occasional sunset, The next question says, you had top surgery. I did have top surgery. It was the day after my 18th birthday. As of filming this video, I had top surgery 2 years ago. Whoa. The next question says, did you formally come out to your friends or did they just make assumptions? When I first came out as trans, I immediately told my best friend and my mom and then my sort of like squad at school and then, you know, my like acquaintances at school. And beyond that, you know, kids who I didn't really talk to that often, they would ask questions where they like would ask me something and then I would tell them. Sometimes kids would make fun of me for cutting my hair short or wearing boys' clothes and I'd say, oh, well, I'm a boy, I'm trans. And that's how I came out. And beyond that, I think the kids that I went to school with that I wasn't really friends with just sort of caught on. Now I'm out to all of my close friends and the friends I sort of have at school or don't see that often. It doesn't really come up in our conversations, so I haven't come out, but it's not because I'm hiding. Like, obviously, if they Googled me, they'd be able to find out that I'm trans, but, you know, it's just not, it's relevant to our relationship. So I don't always come out. It's just sort of, if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. The next comment isn't really a question, but it was funny, so I thought I would include it. It says, please make a video of Winton Peklidu. So I assume she meant please make a video of Winston, please. I would love to make a video of just Winston. I don't know if you guys want just like a day in the life of my rabbit, you know, some artsy shots of him outside. I don't know. Let me know if you want me to talk about Winston or feature him in a video or make a video all about facts about Winston or something. The next question says, hi, what testosterone do you use? So it actually changes. For a while I was on this testosterone. My most recent prescription looks a little bit different, but I'm pretty sure it's the exact same thing. It's just a different brand. Both of them are the same. The last comment, again, isn't a question, but I thought I had to address it. It says, WTF, exclamation point, exclamation point, bro or girl, whatever you call yourself. First of all, thank you for commenting and watching my videos. Second of all, I prefer bro to girl. I call myself Zander though, but, you know, I'll take bro. And lastly, to answer the WTF part of your comment, which I assume was meant to be a question, I don't know, dude. I'm right there with you. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. I hope that I answered someone's question out there. And if you have any more questions that I did not answer in this video, please leave me a comment down below. Again, I'm not a softie. I'm not going to get offended. And I'll try to answer it in my next Q&A and or answer it in the comments below. The links to my poetry blog and my transition updates are in the description below. And if you guys want to see more videos from me in the future, then hit subscribe. Stay sweet.